Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Clever TV. I'm Joslyn Davis, hanging out in the studio with one of the stars of one of our favorite shows, The Secret Life of the American Teenager. It's Renee Olstead.
Hi guys.
AKA Madison on the show. Now I know that our viewers love the show, but for maybe like the one person out there who hasn't started watching, how would you say that Madison fits into this huge group of high school ensemble cast?
Well, I would say I think the best way to approach it is a lot of people love Secret Life. Not everybody likes Madison. And there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Madison has a problem keeping her mouth shut. She's done some boyfriend stealing in the past. But the new season, which hasn't started airing yet, or the episodes that we're filming right now, there's a lot of unexpected stuff that you wouldn't expect Madison to do coming up. So she kind of does some new things.
Because I think where we are on the show right now, Madison is single, right?
Madison is single right now, but I think Madison's going to turn into a little bit more of a bad girl.
Really? So no getting back together, probably.
I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure, but she's going to cause some trouble, I think.
And I think that people love to see things get ruffled up on the show.
I think I'm the character everyone loves to hate. I feel like with Adriennes, she used to be the one that everyone loved to hate, but now everyone, is very sympathetic with her character going through the things that she has. So I think I'm kind of like, I'm the new person to
misunderstood bad girl type?
Something like that. Well, Madison starts making some poor choices.
Interesting.
But they're great choices in terms of the show. But.
Exactly. And, I have to say, you mentioned Adriennes. I was really surprised by what happened with the baby and everything. What was your reaction when you read that for the first time?
Everyone was shocked. There was a huge buzz on set when we finally read that episode, and there had been whispers about what was going to happen and whether or not that was going to be the ending to her pregnancy. But everybody on set was just buzzing when we read that final episode.
How did everyone keep it a secret? Because that did not leak anywhere. Did you guys really know what the ending was, or did they say like, oh, we shot 2 alternate endings maybe?
We didn't do alternate endings. Everyone knew. It was an incredible day on set. Everyone was so in it. I mean, the emotions were just like it was such a powerful script, and I think it's powerful because so many people have experienced it.
Definitely.
There's so many people that had relatives that had experienced the same thing, and there was just a somberness, and it was, I think, a very real episode. There's a lot of stuff that goes on Secret Life that isn't always like firmly rooted in reality, but I think that that was a really good portrayal of some of the stuff that happens sometimes, and it's and it's unexplainable, it's unpredictable, and it's life.
Yeah, and it's so intense. I think because all these characters are in high school, it really amplifies things. What were you like in high school? Like, what character do you look at and you say, hey, I see a little bit of myself?
I'm not sure what character I would be. Now, I didn't get to attend high school because I was on a show called Still Standing during my high school years. So I was tutored on the set. I'm in college now. I'm going to college like on the side.
That's great.
So yeah, it's a busy schedule.
Why did you make that decision? Because a lot of young actors, say maybe I'll go to college later, but it's not for me. Or some, we see, hey, I'm dropping out of acting for a while, gonna go back east and go to school. Why did you make that choice to do school?
Well, because I feel like education is really important. It's important to me. I love learning. I can't help it. I'm a total nerd when it comes to that sort of stuff. Sociology, psychology, anything to do with people. I'm always trying to break people down and analyze things.
Or is that what you're studying in school?
Yes.
Wow, so are you like analyzing your cast members?
I'm analyzing you right now.
What are you learning? Tell me.
I think it's fascinating. I think human behavior is fascinating, and I'm obviously on a great show for that reason. There's a lot of dynamics. But I love learning, and I'm not ashamed of it. I don't think that learning is a dirty word. And I enjoy it, and it's something I look forward to. And it's nice to have options too, so that if I move into the business world one day, hopefully, fingers crossed, that people still love me because I love what I do. But if they get tired of Madison.
Never. Don't say it. Never.
Exactly. Well, I like having options, and I like to learn. So
I think that's great. Now, back to Madison, though.
Okay.
I hear there's an episode coming up soon where is she going to get in some sort of like tiff with her friends, with like Amy and...
I can either confirm or deny
interesting.
that statement.
I like that. I like that. Is there any episode that really sticks out to you from the past that you really love where, you know, I feel like a lot of times on these shows, or even, I mean, on our show, for example, stuff happens behind the scenes that's like way funny, and that's why you remember that episode. Is there anything like that that's happened for you?
You know, I love doing scenes with my parents. The people who play my parents are fantastic actors, and it's always really funny, and we have good giggles and stuff because Madison is such a manipulator, and she always, she's even more so, I think she thinks she's a better manipulator than she is. I think a lot of times people can kind of see through her motives, but I think it's fun to watch her try to manipulate her parents.
Didn't her parents give her money so she wouldn't sleep with her boyfriend or something?
Yes, and then she started to give it back, and they let her keep it anyway, even though she'd already lost it. Anyway, Madison's a fickle character, but she's fun to play.
Yeah.
And she's very different from me, which is a question I get a lot of times. You know, are you similar to your character? And not really. That said, I don't dislike her. I think sometimes she's a little misguided, but I think for the most part she has pretty good intentions. She's not a malicious character.
No, not at all.
She's just a little stupid sometimes.
And you have such a great cast on the show, an ensemble cast, so many people. Is there anyone in particular like you've really bonded with throughout these years? Because you guys have been working so hard.
Camille Wimbush, who plays Lauren on the show, is actually my best friend.
Oh, that's
We've
awesome.
been best friends since she was on Bernie Mac and I was on Still Standing. We were on the same lot. We got really close around like 12 or so. And we knew each other before that. We met each other when we were like 10. But we got really close after we booked Secret Life. It was really funny. She was actually, the day that I booked the show, I called up, you know, one of my friends to ask if they were on their way because I was having people over. And they said, you know, I'm on my way. I just talked to Camille. She's really excited. She just booked some Untitled project. And I said, oh, that's so funny. Like, I just booked an Untitled project. Wouldn't it be funny if it were the same one? And of course, not only was it the same one, we play best friends. So
that's so crazy. I was going to ask, like, if you guys had gone on the audition together, that would have been perfect.
I actually originally tested for the part of Amy.
No way.
And they gave it to Shay, which I completely understand. She's incredibly talented. And they said, oh, we'll remember you. And I was like, oh, yeah, I've heard that before.
Right, yeah.
But they actually did, and they called me back, and they asked me to come on as a guest star and do 6 episodes. And Camille, they knew from working on Seventh Heaven. And they asked her to come on and do, you know, a 6-episode guest star as well. And they ended up liking our characters and working us into the show. And it's been, you know, this kind of crazy, like, best case scenario experience. I love what I do. I love the hours. We were talking about that earlier, how lucky we are to be working on a show where everyone is so professional and has everything down to a science.
Exactly.
So we can still do projects, like I can work on my music, or I can blog for BuzzNet, or whatever.
Exactly.
Whatever else I'm doing.
I know, which of course is the perfect segue into all the other stuff that you're doing. You told me before we started shooting that you actually released 2 albums.
Yes.
And you're going to head back into the studio to start working on some new music.
Yes.
Tell us, like, what the sound is like. What's your vibe musically?
My music.
Because I love the Prince shirt, Purple Rain.
Thank you. I
Prince
do.
is a
Okay,
god.
I have a Prince obsession. Prince
Who
is a god.
doesn't? He's amazing.
I love him. I sing kind of older music. I was on Warner Brothers and I put out 2 albums, which was fantastic with my producer David Foster, who's like second
kind of
to
a big deal.
Yeah,
David
he's like
Foster is
second
your
to
producer?
Quincy Jones and like Grammy wins. He's ridiculous and so talented and such a sweetheart. He like taught me how to drive and all that sort of stuff. He's like a dad to me. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go back into the studio, I believe this next month, because we are going on hiatus, which is going to be great. We don't have a whole lot of hiatus time. In 4 seasons, I think this is our 2nd break or something like that, 2nd or 3rd break tops.
Oh my gosh.
Well, everybody loves the show, which is great. So, you know, they naturally order more episodes and more episodes, which we love doing. And it's so fun to see where the characters are going and what's developing. So there's nothing to complain about, but at the same time, it's like there's very little time to
do outside projects.
Do outside projects, exactly. So everyone's kind of excited to
see what's happening out there.
Exactly, to have a month to kind of like stick their toes in on some other things and then come back to doing what we love. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to be going into the studio. I just started blogging for BuzzNet, which is awesome.
That is so cool. Our neighbors actually here in
Yes,
Hollywood.
they're in the building, yes. But BuzzNet is awesome. I have a site. It's reneo.buzznet.com, and I blog about what I'm listening to, the events I'm going to, what's new in the works.
And this is already live. The website is already live.
It is already live.
We'll link it below for you guys so you
Awesome.
can check it out.
Please check it out. And it's a lot of fun. I can kind of share with my friends and fans what's going on in my life, and it's a little bit more, more than 140 characters, like
on
Twitter.
Exactly.
So yeah, sometimes it just kind of limits you a little bit, so I can kind of blog about, what I'm up to, musically, what I'm into, musically what's happening next for me, what's going on behind the scenes on set, and stuff like that.
That's all the stuff that people are really dying to know.
Yes.
Who would you say, since you are a musician yourself, who would you say you're listening to and loving right now?
Right now, I'm going through like a Ronettes kind of phase. I love girl groups. I've been listening to the Ronettes a lot. Everything from like Little Eva to like Sam Cooke to Billie Holiday's my absolute favorite artist ever. Ella Fitzgerald is also a favorite. I named my rescue Pitbull after Ella Fitzgerald.
No way!
Yeah, I have 2 rescue dogs.
Pitbulls too.
Well, I have one rescue Pitbull named Ella Fitzgerald, and then I have Harry Houdini, who I rescued as well. Now, I'm not a small dog person. I did not think I would end up with this dog, but we almost hit him with our car when we were driving. He was running through the street. Someone else almost hit him. Yeah, we grabbed him. We took him into the vet because he didn't have a tag on, so we thought maybe he would have a chip, but of course he didn't. I reached out to my friends at PETA with photos, and they posted them at all of the different pounds and shelters around town to see if anyone had lost a dog.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any response. So
it was meant to be with you.
I guess so.
Harry Houdini.
Harry Houdini. And then I have Fats Domino, my bulldog.
Wow, you have a full house.
I do have a full house.
How in the world do you manage all of this? Because dogs are like a full-time job.
They are like a full-time job. I have a fabulous dog walker that helps me out when I'm having a long day. But I love my dogs. There's nothing I love more than snuggling in bed with my puppies.
Oh, sweet. Well, thank you so much for coming by, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And be sure to watch Secret Life.
Oh, believe me, they're already tuning in to all the drama, Madison and everybody else.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in the works.
Awesome. Thank you again. Well, all of you guys out there watching, thank you so much for sticking with Clever TV. Of course, we're going to be keeping you posted on all things Secret Life, as well as everything Renee is up to. We'll have a link to her blog right here in the info section. From all of us here at Clever TV, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.